So about a week ago now, I did a video about the Green Lantern tease we were supposedly getting at some point in the Arrow series finale. It seemed like a pretty decent possibility, to me at least, especially when you factored in the different rumors and leak of the basic plot summary of the episode posted over on Reddit. And spoiler alert, it actually happened. It's still a little disappointing we didn't actually get to see Diggle suit up, fly into space, say the oath, or really do anything even slightly Green Lantern-ish. Thanks a bunch on that one, DC. But don't get me wrong, it's still great that we finally have confirmation of the Green Lantern Corps in the Arrowverse. Well, the Earth Prime version anyway. Seriously though, I'm just happy that the possibility of an Earth Prime Green Lantern maybe showing up on screen at some point is at least kinda there. I mean, who knows? Maybe Diggle as a Green Lantern can show up in a future crossover, sometime way down the line, talking about all the different things he got to do in space, all the aliens he met and fought, maybe even how he has to fly pretty slow because he still pukes if he goes too fast, because why not?
A little warning next time?
Either way, I think we can all agree that even if the CW manages to work out something with the Diggle Green Lantern appearance with the higher-ups at Warner Bros. HQ, we won't be seeing the results of that for a good long while. Right? The thing is, it seems like there's actually a possibility we'll see Green Lantern Diggle somewhat soonish. During the upcoming Superman and Lois TV show, in fact.
I have several questions.
I mean, yeah, I know we've heard all the different reasons we'll definitely never see a Green Lantern in the Arrowverse, with the budget being one of the big reasons, something that would definitely be stretched a bit if the network's trying to make a halfway decent Superman show. But when you actually stop and think about it, where Diggle is at this point in his story, and what all we've been hearing about the future of the character in various statements and interviews, it definitely starts to seem more and more like this could be the case. First off, why the Superman and Lois show specifically? I mean, Green Lanterns in general can fly, among other things, so considering how Diggle has ties to the rest of the Arrowverse, thanks to his association with Oliver and his appearances in the crossovers, then there's really nothing stopping him from showing up in an episode of Supergirl, or Legends, or The Flash. Something he actually will be doing in this week's episode, although it remains to be seen whether or not Diggle will be sporting a shiny green ring when he drops Spy Star Labs. Well, as revealed in the Arrow series finale, everybody on Team Arrow basically decides to fuck off and do their own thing now that Oliver's gone and made Star City pretty much self-reliant by getting rid of all the crime. Hard to believe that that's even possible, or why he wouldn't try doing that for the rest of the world, but whatever. Point is, Diggle and Lila mentioned that they're moving the family to Metropolis after the latter takes a promotion in the city, so we know the new Green Lantern will be in the area at the start of the show at least. We don't know if he'll stay there, or fly off to do some off-world training, but we'll see what happens on that front. And to add to that, we know there's been talks behind the scenes that make it sound like an on-screen appearance of Diggle as a Green Lantern might happen at some point too. According to comicbook.com about a week ago, Mark Guggenheim mentioned vague talks about actor David Ramsey and the potential for future involvement with the Arrowverse now that the show that started it all is finally over, stating, "It's definitely above my pay grade, insofar as I'm not running Superman. I will say that David, Greg Berlanti, and I have all had discussions about all things Diggle and David post-Arrow. In terms of his involvement, both in front and behind the camera, we have a lot of ideas that we're very excited about." Speaking of David Ramsey, we also know that he was asked during a press screening somewhat recently about what the Green Lantern tease means for Diggle's future in the Arrowverse, and he stated, "I don't know what that means, but he does go to Metropolis and he got a green box. We'll still see, believe it or not. We'll find out." I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's starting to sound pretty concrete to me. The only thing that's throwing me off a little bit is that Guggenheim statement I showed a quick glimpse of earlier, where he mentioned that whole thing about having to be really vague about the Green Lantern reveal just because that's the deal they worked out with the DC higher-ups. It just seems weird to me that they could work out some non-specific way of showing a Green Lantern on screen a year before the finale comes out, and then apparently get around it and make a brand new deal apparently showing a Green Lantern actually doing stuff pretty quickly afterwards. To be fair though, even though we're being told that more specific Green Lantern stuff might be on the new Superman show, we haven't heard anything about when specifically that might be. Could be this coming season, could be next season, could be season 3 for all we know.
You can be second, you can be third, fourth, hell, you can even be fifth.
What are you talking about?
Maybe it'll be like a Rise of the Planet of the Apes type thing, and we'll see Diggle flying into space to do some off-world training in the background of the Daily Planet or something, and then he'll actually show up in a major crossover. Yeah, it's yet another major tease, but at least it'll be a decent way of writing him off so people don't just start wondering why the new Lantern isn't helping somebody in one of these shows. Of course, I could be wrong about everything I've just said. I mean, like I said earlier, all we have so far are a few statements and a character location. We don't really know anything about the new Superman show yet, and given what all we've heard before, you could argue that both David Ramsey and Mark Guggenheim are just doing the same generic TV talk a lot of people in the business do when they want to keep the door open for something just in case some higher up changes their mind later on. But at the same time though, we have seen crazier things, and it wouldn't exactly hurt DC to toss a Green Lantern into some Earth Prime activity, especially if they're thinking about it like the Flash crossover and they want to use the Arrowverse as some extra hyped up marketing material. Either way, I guess we'll see what happens when Superman and Lois makes its way to the Arrowverse, whenever that may be. But anyways guys, that's my take on whether or not we could see Diggle as a Green Lantern in the upcoming Superman and Lois TV show. If you guys agreed with anything I said in this video, or if you have your own thoughts you want to throw out there, then go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then go ahead and click that like button, and if you're new, maybe consider clicking that subscribe button too. I've also got links to my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Patreon in the description. You should probably check those out too. And if you want to see more of my content, then you can click the link to my last video. It's right there in the middle of your screen. Alright, and I will see you all next time.